Wow, that was actually very overpowered. Let's go inside. The mortuary? Maybe something is in there. Who knows? Hello? Hi. Evil tomb of dead people and stuff. I guess it's a place where they pray for the dead. Maybe. Yeah. Yep.
Sorrow and gloom.
Yep. That's a place where they pray for the dead and cremate them. Do we want to? No, we don't want to take anything from here. Let's just go ahead and leave this place. Other than being, you know, aesthetically nice looking as a burial ground, we don't really have a reason to be there. Let's go visit, I guess, the Viceroy Rongar and Stormhold. I guess let's visit the Viceroy. Or Viceroy, I don't know how you say it. I say things weird. Alright. Down we go. You know what? I'm not sure if you ever played Oblivion or Skyrim, but I remember running through similar looking dungeons in Oblivion. And this, like, in Oblivion they were abandoned, right? And had so much of traps everywhere. But seeing them utilized in this way, that's kind of cool, right? I mean, don't you think so? That's pretty awesome. Let's see, what else we gotta be here? Somebody over there. Maybe, oh no, that's Guildmaster Caesar Colors. We'll talk to her later. That's for the Fighters Guild. Let's go talk to Viceroy. Or Viceroy? I don't know how you say it. Vice Cannon. Oh, Vice Cannon. Damn it.
You're a new face in Stormhold. As Vice Canon tasked with today's duties of audience, it is my solemn duty to warn you of the killer loose in our fine city. Be on your way, travel in pairs, etc.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Wait, okay. Today's duty as an audience, it's solemn duty to warn you of the killer loose in our fine city. He said it so casually that I didn't catch it at first, but now that I realize what he said, I'm just like, what? I don't know. He's like, oh no, this is just welcome to our city. Just, you know, merchants over there, shops over there. We got a kill and loose, but don't worry about it. Just travel in pairs, etc., etc. It's like, what? You don't seem to put a lot of emphasis on the killer on a loose. You said so casually. Anyway, apparently we're here to look into the murders, so let's go do that.
Did he mention the finder's fee he receives for sending you into the swamp? Of course not. Since he didn't, I'll provide you with his fee directly. Hand it to him the next time you see him, or use it for a pair of watertight boots.
Sure.
3 murders, and Stormhold's about to boil over like my father's fish kettle. The Dark Elves blame the Argonians they owned before the Pact outlawed slavery. I miss the days of kicking arse. Now I'm expected to kiss them.
Rough life, huh? Well, I mean, he is working he's a vice cannon. He's not just a warrior anymore, so I guess he has different duties and stuff. And he leads on a culprit.
That's not a question I've heard from a stranger. Fancy yourself a bloodhound, do you? I'd never doubt Stormhold's guards in a siege, but we've seen no progress with these murders. We'll gladly pay a bounty if you find the killer.
Where would I start?
Here's a list of the victims' families. Find out what they know about their murdered kin. I'm almost glad the guard never got around to it. As my son says, mammoths can't dance.
I think I gotta be in order to understand that. Consider it done.
You'll likely find Dendris Indolor at home. Gethys Omabar works at the smithy. As for Tyrell Alor, try the Mages Guild. Hold your nose when talking to that one.
Why didn't the guards question them?
A while back, Argonians and Stormhold were slaves to the local Dark Elves. The 2 other Vice Cannons work to mend the bad blood, but it's slow to get anything done when nobody trusts the guard.
Why would this keep the guard from doing their jobs, though?
Recently, some Argonians went missing. We heard a nasty rumor about Dark Elf slavers in the city. False, of course. Then the bodies showed up. All Dark Elves. The new rumor says SHADOWSCALES are targeting Dunmer. Nearly started a riot.
I know who SHADOWSCALES are, but for the sake of people that don't know it, I will let you know. I'll just go ahead and beg the question: who are the SHADOWSCALES?
They're a pain in the fundament. An armed group of Argonians lurking in the swamps, killing enemies of their people. If you want to twist the Dark Elf's ears anymore, you may as well burn an effigy of Almalexia.
Damn. Alright. Well, he didn't really give too much of a detail. Shadowscales are known to be like a group of assassins for the Argonians. And if you ever did the Oblivion Assassins Guild, you actually see, and Skyrim Assassins Guild, you may meet a lot of Shadowscales within the Assassins Guilds because it's just, that's the calling. The Shadowscales for a reason. I think they pray to a certain deity or certain god that lets them hide in the shadows and turn invisible for a little bit. I think that's what the case is. But most of the times, Shadowscales turn into assassins, murderers, and they do dark things, or darker things that not honest, you wouldn't call honest work. Let's talk to you.
Hello there. What could you possibly want? Have you come to gloat? Are you here to laugh at my expense?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Vicecanon Hrondar asked me to look for the recent murders. When did he get another title? What? He got another title. So we know that he's a vice canon, but now he's twice the vice canon. Did he get a promotion when we just stepped out or something? What? Vice canon Hrondar asked me to look into the recent murders.
Outrageous. That oafish Nord has the audacity to send an Argonian to me? A sick joke this is. Aralen's body rots in the mortuary, while the vice canons do nothing but play politics.
Well, it's kind of the job. Do you know who would want to harm Arlen?
Look in the mirror, Scaleskin. He spoke out against you people, and rightly so. Your Shadowscales are to blame. We bring civilization to you cretins, and you thank us with knives in the dark.
Wow, this guy's a dick. Actually, most Dunmer really don't like Argonians, even though we're in a pack with them. Wow, what a dick. I don't like this guy. You know what? You don't talk to Argonians like that. Come on. Seriously. We've done nothing. The Argonians have been enslaved. Hello? Argonians have been enslaved. Sorry, I heard something weird. Argonians have been enslaved in the past. Yep, there we go. Not dealing with spiders. Big or small, don't even care. God, nothing was as big as a hand. Jesus, creepy. Sorry. Arachnophobia. The Argonians have been in a pact as slaves before they joined the pact as equal members, or equal members. They questionably doesn't have the same, I guess, rights as other members, you know, the Nords or the Dunmer have. Dunmer are more of upper class, high class, and the ruling class kind of race. While Nords are more, you know, the more brutish, more, you know, violent, more berserky kind of race that are part of a pack now. Here's the thing, it's just three oddities putting together in a faction doesn't bode well, at least in my opinion. It doesn't bode well at all. It actually sounds like a really, really, really bad idea.
Come to gloat? Sure, I understand. With Nalden a few days cold, you're here to blather at me about every wrong he did you. Go on, say your piece.
Actually, I'm investigating the murderers.
Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your vice canon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Nalden wasn't the brightest star in the sky, but he didn't deserve this.
Wow, who would want to cause him harm?
If I bet like Nalden did, I'd put all my money on one of your kind. He had a habit of pushing around Argonians. If it wasn't a Shadowscale who got him, I'll bet they were next in line. But I'm sure you know all about those guys.
Okay. This is really demeaning. I know I'm playing a game, this is a game and everything. I understand that this is just a game, but this feels very demeaning to me personally. Because we worked so hard to make our character, and now we're being talked bad to simply because of the race we chose. See, that's one thing I don't understand, why this Ebonheart Pact came to be, because Dunmer enslaved Argonians. They don't like Argonians. Nords think that Dunmer are weak, and then we have a bitterness against Dunmer in general. And Nords are kind of like, they kind of on the side, but they're riding solo pretty much. We're just tagging along with them while having a conflict. This is it's like a ride out of town, and then there's a Nord driving, and then me and an Argonian Dunmer in the back just bickering, and the Nord just keeps saying "shut up" every 10 minutes. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's our relationship. That is the relationship between Nords, Argonians, and Dunmer, or not, oh, Dark Elves. Right then and there, on paper, on video technically. Anyway, we got last person to talk to, Gethris. He might know something.
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife, and I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Could you tell me about your wife?
Ironi and I always believed in the Pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blame the Shadowscales. But what would they gain from her death? We treat everyone the same. It makes no sense.
And there we go, we found a person with rationality. A person that doesn't believe on, doesn't just jump onto racism. Right then and there. Thank you, Gethris. Thank you. You've made this video so much better for me. Vice Canon Hrondar asked me to look into her death.
Thank the gods. She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Ironi made those locks, so I have the master key. Here, take it, please. Find out who did this. Don't allow it to become a symbol against the Pact.
Thank you. Awesome. Well, there we go. Somebody is being helpful to us. What have we got to go for this? The mortuary. Oh yeah, we've already been there. Let's go and mount a horse and go over there. See, but every now and then you'll run into people like Gethris, the guy that just helped us out, and they're normal. They're like, hey, I just think the Pact is a good idea because it combines 3 races together to form a powerful union, and we could all benefit from working together. And done. I don't know. It's interesting that there's so much conflict happening within a faction, and the faction is still able to thrive and grow and exist and sort of prosper, even though there's so much internal conflict and so much internal tension happening. I don't know, it's just, maybe just I'm overthinking it on a political level and I'm just nerding out about it way too much, and I'm sorry if I am, but to me this is very, very interesting. What can we do here? Guess we examine, oh, that's her body. Oh, that's her. Examine her body. Arona's body and clothes seem charred. The shaman's notes mirror what happened. Let's examine notes. Initial review suggested the subject died from heart of flames, but the burns do not extend beyond the surface of the skin. Whatever caused these burns was no natural flame. She's still on fire. Can somebody like put her out? Subject bears a wound in her chest, a clean, precise cut. Let's continue. Upon consultation, this combination of wounds is unknown to the local mages guild, so they know nothing about it. That's not really helpful to us. But we know it's not just simple fire or anything. It's not just simple fire. There's a cut in her chest, and she is still scorched up, but it's only in her surface, nothing else. Let's go check out this body over here. Naldin Ingano's body looks relatively unharmed, but the shaman's notes may reveal more. Subject died from a single stab wound to the heart. Same wound again, okay. The strike is clean and precise. There are no visible signs of struggle. I noticed a small separate cut quite near the mortal wound. I estimate this cut was made after the subject's death. Okay, so somebody stabbed him and then cut a little cut as like a signifier or something. What about you? A quick examination reveals Arlian's throat was slit. Alright, the shaman's notes might provide more insight. Subject died from a precise cut to the throat. The cut runs just deep enough to sever a vein and vocal cords. The body shows no sign of struggle. A small precise cut upon the chest was made after subject's death. So there's still living marks on the chest. They left deep stab wounds on 2 bodies, and then on this person they just left 1 little mark on the chest while slicing the throat. Alright, clearly something. Clearly this is like a cult thing.
Please, I have an urgent message.
What's up?
Gethis Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Ironi.
Something wrong?
Gethys saw Ironi, alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you to meet him there as soon as you can.
Sure. Wait, his wife is alive, but isn't that her over here? Right? As far as I was aware, this was the wife. Did she know anything?
You know the deceased? I do hope so. Too many people have come, as if this is a spectacle for entertainment. Bow your head as you leave. The Hist watches us all.
Alright, everybody, let's just bow our heads. There we go. A little RP moment every now and then. Doesn't hurt. Plus, I mean, we got a first-person perspective, and we can technically, you know, bow heads and everything. Alright, so the wife is apparently alive, and he asked us to go meet with him because he's seen the wife enter the house. It's probably either disguised as the wife, or that's actually a wife, or it's a specter of a wife. What's going on here? Oh, what happened to you, buddy?
Praise Vivek. Halva found you. Whatever's in my home, it isn't my wife.
Guessing, here's my guess. The wife is either a zombie, it's a specter that looks like a wife, or it's somebody that took the form of a wife to sneak into the house. What happened?
Ironi. My Ironi. She's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's when she stabbed me. If that Argonian hadn't leapt between us, she'd have finished me off.
Argonian? What Argonian?
I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that impostor from my home. Don't worry about me. I'll soon see my true Ironi.
Stay alive, buddy. Don't go just yet. I'll do what I can. Guys, guards, keep him alive as best you can. I know he's a Dunmer and you guys probably don't like him, but we gotta work together here. Alright, let's enter the house. Oh. Skin stealer. I see. I knew somebody either took form of her to sneak up in here, or it was a ghoul. And it looks like it was the latter rather than the former. Wow, that was actually very overpowered. We just took around 4 hits. Damn. It's crazy. A lore book over here. Alright. Let's check on the Argonian here. Oh, it's a SHADOWSCALES scout. SHADOWSCALES. Finally entering the picture. The Argonian's body is still warm. It's covered in numerous cuts and scorch marks. A careful search of his clothing discovers a hidden pocket containing a small journal. What's in the journal? Entry 441. 3 dark elves killed in Stormhold, and rumor calls it our work. Preposterous. The Night Mother gifted none of them with her call. See? SHADOWSCALES naturally joined the Assassin's Guild, and this guy was an assassin. So looks like, according to the journal, SHADOWSCALES weren't even within the city when the 3 dark elves were killed. I'll return to the Enclave when I discover who's behind this. Let's see if he found anything. Just watch Ironi Omobar enter her home. This isn't right. Her body remains at the mortuary. Yep, we saw her body. Going to see what this creature wants and why it wears Ironi Omobar's face. So clearly the creature, or whoever it was trying to disguise herself as Ironi to get into the house. Clearly they were looking for something. Maybe lockpicks. Maybe... Oh, look at that! More lockpicks! Okay then. Look at those bountiful goodies of lockpicks. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. And lemon. Got lemon. And the water. Wonderful. Guy, there was a murder that just happened here. We just killed a woman, and we just taking stuff out of the guy's house while he's bleeding outside somewhere. We're just like, it's alright. It's all good. Let's go talk to a viceroy. Vice cannon. Let him know what happened. This is getting juicy. This is nice. This is actually good. The one thing this game does well is like adds interesting mystery quests. Every quest that I've played that like has me participate in like a little story arc is just so fun. That's why I enjoy story arc quests rather than like, oh, kill 10 things of this. Here you go, here's your payment. Because that's nothing at that point. Where's the... Oh, I guess a vice cannon is nowhere to be found. Hello. Oh, never mind. That's A vice cannon. Wait. Another vice cannon, I guess.
Vice Canon Hrondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discovering the killer?
From what I found, someone is framing the Shadowscales for the murder.
Then we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadowscales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again, though I pray I'm incorrect.
What do you mean?
When I said Vice Canon Hrondar was indisposed, I spoke half the truth. He's missing, and I fear it's the work of our killer. This is why Vice Canon Servina and I request your utmost discretion in recovering Vice Canon Hrondar to us.
Alright, what can I do?
Listens to water as one of our little fish, our eyes and ears. He signals when he possesses urgent information for the Vice Canons. A short while ago, we received his signal. Be swift and silent as currents in a stream. Speak with Listens to Water on our behalf.
Where can I find him?
Look for the mud huts. Don't ask for him by name, or he'll think you a debt collector. Remain discreet. If Listens to Water found the scent of Vice Canon Hrondar, follow it until its end.
I'll see what I can do. Alright then, so Vice Canon Hrondar is gone. We have to go find him. And apparently Shadowscales are not part of this whole mystery, so I mean that's sort of good, right? I mean we're discovering things and getting things done, so I guess that's good in a sense, in a way. Anyway, I'm just gonna end right here with this mystery, and next episode we'll continue on to figure out what the hell is happening, what kind of murders are happening, and where Vice Canon is. Who's talking over there? Oh, it's her talking. Let's go ahead and move away from her. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. My name is Riel. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day, and come back next week for more. See ya!